For today's audio exercise, I am recording myself on video too. I have nothing specific to say other than, hey, hi, I'm recording myself on video because I've been watching something called Painting with John Lurie, and it just inspired me to do this. Damn, and then I got the disk too slow or system overload. So I guess I'll stop the video. Take two. This disk too slow or system overload thing is really starting to annoy me. I've been Googling a lot of people getting that problem and having different suggestions, and I've done some buffering stuff. I'm going to have to do some more analysis. I don't really feel like doing it right now because there's some monitoring. Oh, I guess maybe I could. Activity monitor. Could I bring up different things? Do I really want to do this one? Yeah, I want to do this now, maybe, because it keeps being a problem. So I'd like to see if there's any clues in the CPU, because it says disk or system overload or disk too slow. So I don't know, do I need to figure out to get a faster disk? Or I don't think it's overloading the system. It shouldn't be, because... Oh, wait, I'm not recording, am I? Oh, yes, I am. I'm in GarageBand. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm still recording. Let me go back to the activity monitor. I'm going to keep those on top. I'm telling it to keep them on top. How come it's not keeping them on top? Why is it not keeping them on top? I don't know. Why is it not keeping them on top? Well, that's okay. I guess I'll debug that later. We'll see if this keeps going. Obviously annoying, but hey, it is what it is. It's just that this is a really fast computer that I got like a little over a year ago. And I've seen people on YouTube where they just like load these puppies up with thousands of different effects on Logic Pro and just different patches and it doesn't crash for them. So I don't know what's going on. Some people were saying it might just be the latest upgrade of the operating system, but I don't know. And then what generally seems to happen, and we'll see if this happens again, is it will happen sometime early on in the recording, and then it won't happen again. So, I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world because, every recording... In fact, that's also part of the reason why I'm recording every day now for the last 3 or 4 days, is because I don't want every recording session and every performance to be precious. Now, granted... If I'm in the middle of doing something for voiceover or even recording something for a song, whether it's an instrument track or a voice track, I don't want it to be crashing on me, but you know what? Okay, so I'll just go and do another take. Things happen, right? No matter what kind of environment you're in, professional or otherwise. And I do consider this professional, even though I'm not currently trying to be any kind of a... What am I trying to say? I'm not pursuing it. I get playing with the language though, and semantics. And here's the point. It's just that Liz Gilbert personifies her writing. And she says that back when she was a struggling author going 6 or 7 years without getting published, she had made a promise to her writing, personifying her writing, saying that she was never going to ask her writing to make a living for her, right? And she said that's the same now, even though she's an established author, she's got money in the bank, she's got a career. Eat, Pray, Love was huge a number of years ago, and she's had other books since then that have done well. But she still says that her writing is something that she does for her, and she's not trying to please an audience, she's not trying to make money at it. She says that would corrupt her art. So this is a pretty common thing. I just keep calling back to her because I've listened to her a lot, different YouTube videos, and I like that sentiment. So here's the thing. Am I in denial that I don't have ambition anymore, or do I really not have ambition? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I still, in fact, one of the reasons why I'm recording every day like this too is because I am working towards getting a demo, it's been embarrassingly long. I mean, we're talking about years. As you can see in the video, if you're watching the video, I move away from the mic now and then when I'm doing some annoying things with my mouth. Now I'm going to get some water. The thing about hydrating is you have to suck the water out of your mouth too after you hydrate, because if you're not hydrated enough, then you get these dry, crackling, weird sounds with your mouth. There's a breath. I've also looked at people talking about different techniques for not having your breath show up as much, like widening your mouth and taking a quicker breath, but you can hear that, right? Even if I go away from the mic, you can hear it a little bit because the mic is sensitive. That's another balancing act. You turn the gain up enough to make your voice to get the signal, to get a high signal. And then that also means that it's picking up all kinds of ambient noise, which is why I've set up my annex in the closet. But for this purposes of doing this right now, and for a lot of my daily recording, I'm recording on GarageBand using the Sennheiser microphone in the studio because it's just easier. I'm also using GarageBand because currently, even though this doesn't apply to what I'm doing at the moment, but GarageBand works with the Logic remote on the iPhone, which means I can remote control that when I'm in the closet. Not a metaphor. And Logic Pro opens up GarageBand projects just fine. So it's just part of the workflow. I can use GarageBand because it's simpler just to fire up a GarageBand project. Oh, and I did find, okay, there's a common denominator, or some, not a common denominator, but a little debugging fact as I was thinking, oh, maybe this system overload thing was a Logic Pro problem, but that just happened also in GarageBand, so it's not a Logic Pro problem. I also really I don't know what's going on, man. And also it's weird, because look, I only recorded for the first, 30 seconds or just a short amount of time before it had a problem, and now it hasn't had a problem. I've been talking for several minutes. So, yeah, like I said, maybe not the worst thing in the world. I don't really have anything else to say right now. I just wanted to do this thing where I'm going to sync up the audio with the video as another exercise, and also thinking maybe that's just something I'll do. I don't know if I'll do this for purposes of like YouTube instructional videos, or if I'll do this John Lurie-esque type thing, because in Painting with John Lurie, what he does, it's really just the painting as a framing device, because he even says at some point when I watched a little bit of season 2 teaser that he's not teaching you how to paint. It's not about that. They show him painting throughout, a little bit here and there, but mainly he's just telling stories and he's just doing stuff that has nothing to do with painting. So I don't know. Or maybe this will just be it. This is just an exercise. Oh. I'll fix it in post. Maybe this is just, and I shouldn't say just an exercise. That's another thing about language. I tend to say just a lot as if it diminishes it. But this is what it is. This is it, right? This is what it is. This is all there is. This is all there is. This is all there is. What I've been doing today, it's been cool actually, because I've been bouncing around from thing to thing. And it hasn't felt like a haphazard, I don't know what is haphazard bad? But it hasn't felt frantic. It's just, I'm flowing. I say just again. I'm flowing. It's good. Bouncing from thing to thing. And when I went downstairs and took a break and watched a little bit of John Lurie's show, it inspired me to do this. I set up the camera in a spot that I thought would be good, and I set a little bit of lighting. There's this light. If you're watching the video, I'm pointing at this light that's shining at my face. And I know this is not good lighting. It would be better to be to be reflecting it a bit, make it a little softer. But I thought, well, it's better than just my face being dark. So here's another cool thing. I look at my watch, and because my watch has it, I can see the framing. Yeah, so we'll see. It's fine for what it is. If I do decide to do this more often, either for YouTube instructional videos or for making a short film or whatever it is I want to do, I had looked into getting better lighting, a little lighting system. LED lights would be cool. Programmable lights. We'll see. I had recently got some lighting for autumn that she asked for her birthday or Christmas or one of those things. Yeah, Christmas. It was Christmas. She was here last week, and she got her Christmas presents as she visited for my birthday. So that was cool. Maybe I'll get that lighting system. But I don't know. Maybe I don't need something that elaborate. I've watched some YouTube videos. I mention YouTube videos a lot because if you're watching this like years and years in the future and YouTube isn't as popular, I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe YouTube will still be popular. Point being, it's a great resource for learning a bunch of stuff. And one of the things I remember, it's been months though since I looked at it, but people were doing very simple lighting systems, and God, I'm becoming conscious of my mouth noises again. That's why I'm doing this more often, because I don't know. There's also the balance. Well, one tip I got again from a YouTube video was the way to be able to get rid of the mouth noises, or at least make them not as noticeable, would be to be further away from the microphone. But then that's that trade-off too. If you get further away from the mic, that means you have to crank up the gain, which means you're going to get other noise. But then at least the ratio between your good signal on your voice and the crackling, crappy mouth noises, the ratio is higher. So that means that you won't notice the crappy mouth noises as much, and you can get rid of those in post with an expander or compression or any number of post effects filtering things, right? So we'll see. But for right now, I think I'm done. I feel done. That's good. I talked for a while, just in my voice. That's another thing too. When I was listening to watching John Laurie painting with John, he's talking a lot more naturally, and he's not talking right into a mic like this. Like you're getting the profile in the video. He's talking straight into camera. So I don't know. Today, this is what it is. This is all there is. I'm going to go back to doing some music stuff and bouncing around some fundamentals. I'm not working on a specific song today. I've got just a kind of a basic. I've got this just a basic chord rhythm and some bass and drums that I've been layering on. But the main point of that project I'm working on, is to work on buses to get better at the chain and because it can get really complicated really fast. So I'm working on different fundamentals, walk before you can run, walk before you run stuff. And so that's what I'm doing, bouncing around on that. And while I was bouncing around on that, between YouTube videos teaching me things and refining this project as an exercise, I thought part of my exercise is this. Let's set up the camera, record some audio, kill some birds, fuck the birds, bye-bye birds, and bye-bye video.
This is all there is. 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 This is all there is.